morning, this is Bob Mason from FX Empire and welcome to the daily crypto tech review of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin and Ripple's XRP. We'll be looking at the MACDs, the moving averages, the day's support, resistance and pivot levels and the Fibonacci's. It is Sunday the 7th of November. Looking at Bitcoin against the US dollar and the hourly candlesticks, range bound start to the day. Then we see Bitcoin avoid the pivot at 61.059 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 62.019. Plenty support is going to be needed for Bitcoin to break back through to 62,000 levels, so barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap the upside. In the event of a breakout, should see Bitcoin target 63,000 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 62,542. Fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 65.36 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Bitcoin should avoid sub 59. Second major support level at 59.576 should limit the downside. Looking at MACD, slight narrowing of the bullish histograms, but no immediate signs of a bearish cross, to keep an eye on that. On the EMAs, 50 has narrowed marginally on the 100 and the 200. Going to need to see a further narrowing to support further upside through the day. So key would be to avoid the pivot at 61.059, break back through to 62,000 levels to then target 63,000 levels on the day. Moving across to Ethereum against the US dollar, also bearish start to the day here. Going to need to see Ethereum avoid the pivot at 4462. Take a run at the first major resistance level at 4595. Support is going to be needed for Ethereum to break out from 4550 levels. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect the first major resistance level and resistance at 4600 to cap any upside. In the event of a breakout, should see Ethereum target its all-time high 4671 before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 4668. Fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 4390 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ethereum should continue to avoid sub 4200 levels. Second major support level 4257 should limit the downside. Looking at MACD, similar trend, slight narrowing of the bullish histograms at the turn of the day, but again no immediate signs of a bearish cross. On the EMAs, bullish signal 50 pulling away from the 100 and the 200, so look out for a further widening to support upside ahead. So key would be to avoid the pivot at 4462 and break back through to 4550 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Moving across to Litecoin against US dollar, positive start to the day. Going to need to see Litecoin avoid the pivot at 197 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 202. Support is going to be needed for Litecoin to break out from yesterday's high that was at 201.36. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap the upside. In the event of a breakout, should see Litecoin take a run towards 210s before any pullback. Second major resistance level is 207. Fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 192 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Litecoin should avoid sub 190s. Second major support level sits at 187. Looking at the MACD's, widening of the bullish histograms at the turn of the day, coming off the back of yesterday's late partial recovery and the morning gain. So look out for a further widening there. On the EMA, 50 has begun to flatten on the 100 and the 200. So look out for any narrowing of the 50 on the 100 to support further upside. So key would be to avoid the pivot at 197, break back through to 200 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that, and support levels will come into play. Looking at Ripple's XRP against US dollar, bearish start to the day. Going to need to see Ripple's XRP avoid a fall through the pivot at 1.1465 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 1.1831. Support is going to be needed for Ripple's XRP to break back through to 1.18. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and resistance at 1.2 to cap any upside. In the event of a breakout, should see Ripple's XRP target 1.25s before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 1.2140. Fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 1.1157 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ripple's XRP should avoid second major support level at 1.0791. Looking at the MACD, slight narrowing of the bullish histograms at the turn of the day, but again no immediate signs of a bearish cross, so keep an eye on that. On the EMAs, 50 has converged on the 100, so we're expecting a move as a result. So look out for a possible bearish cross that would send Ripple's XRP deeper into the red. So key would be to avoid the pivot at 1.1465 and break back through to 1.18 to bring 1.2s back into play. Failure to do that and support levels will come into play.